Welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight to divinely intervene as needed for my eyes good. Oh shit. Okay, okay. AKA the highest good. I caught it at the base. That's crazy. All right, I am literally just rolled out of bed. I went pee. I washed my hands. I brushed my teeth, and I'm back. All right, so I opened up the chats today. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna dig at them or not, but I'm doing some housekeeping on, putting away yesterday's cards. I'm digesting a bit of it. There needs to be a little bit of a break, like an interim, before like I finish off the playlist, because I said so, and because it's just needed, for more clarity. So, in the interim offline, I did receive finally, not finally, yes, finally, just kidding, not what I had hoped for, but it was a DM from I thought it was going to be a pending customer, but they were just trying to bid on my energy, like bid on my time. And once I was just like straightforward and like brief, short and sweet with answering the question on, like, just formulating a quick response without overgiving to their inquiry. It was just like I questioned a little bit on whether or not I approached that properly as of this morning. And I could see like the track record that even though this dude was young, he was just, the energy there was, he was just trying to bid on my time. And once he didn't get his way, it didn't steer in the direction that he'd like. He was, disrespectful to me. So I just, just told him my whole bit. Not my whole bit, but it's just, I don't need, I'm about protecting my energy too, dude. So, goodbye. So let me see here. Okay, there we go. All right. So about I'm not going to spend too long on here. This is just, speaking of the energy cards first off. Hi. 7 of Wands. In reversal on the recipient end. This is the back turned. Okay, so this is disarmed energies on the opposition. It's just like nipping it in the bud. Like, dude, don't bother reaching out. Again. And that was just a way of me saying, like, I protect my peace too. Okay. So was it in reversal? I don't remember if it was that way or this way. I think it was in reversal. Yeah. This is kind of like lowering defenses. USA. All right. And then on the right side is just clearing out the road to approach the opportunities. Okay. I'm here for it. And just that. Okay. Should I talk about what he was trying to, say about me? I mean, I don't think that this is like for that, but let me see here. No, not deserving of my time further than that. Okay, I'm gonna put this stuff away here. All right, are we gonna use the vice versa tarot? This is the one. Okay, as below in the book Shadows. Okay, so now we're gonna pick the header cards. Ding ding ding. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? The sense of ownership and bringing bringing the vibe of love back into this arena. Okay. So that's the recipient side. Like, oh gosh, there's a lot to do. So I need clarity for the week ahead. How am I going to organize the rest of my resources? Like what I got to do. What I gotta do, what I gotta do. So, this is bowing out of, like, I don't need to prove anything to anyone, or I just don't need to offer a full out explanation. I don't need to do the splits for somebody. I don't need to like do any of that. Okay. So, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I got other stuff to do. Okay. And then on the doing side, the actual doing side, this is bringing the love back into the game, like the solid game, not just, the, it's just being legit. Okay. This is legit. Do I need an explanation for this? I don't think so. Um, this is just clarity for the week ahead right now. I'm not going to get too deep into here because I have limited resources at this time to execute, but I do appreciate your question. Mm. Like I said, I'm just kicking out whoever is just projecting bullshit, okay? None of us need that. All right. Okay. Clarity for the week ahead. Start her up. Okay. Oh, I have to put on my earrings, my protective earrings. Dun, 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 dun. I already have my breakfast in mind. And then alternate, just in case I need to preserve. Oh dear. Okay, well this is good. This is Ace of, not Ace of, but Queen of Wands. Inverted. Internal. External. External. Okay. Is this ill-intended? Well-intended. Well-intended. Okay. So this is external, well-intended, recipient side, inverted. Okay. Well, it's external? Internal. No, it is indeed external. Okay, so it must be from the inner circle arena. So I must have people who are adminning energy. Yeah, working on an administrative level, in like crowd control and energy. I feel like that's what's happening here because there's just a lot of bull, just a lot of BS, okay? And so they know that this is a crucial time for me. Yeah, and so it's doing that. And I actually did see on my playlist that was energetic disturbance after I tended to that DM. And I was like, okay, so I did correct. I was just looking at the technicality of it, like, oh, this dude's 21 and he's like, I read things right. I don't offer very much leeway, if leeway at all, when people are gonna disrespect me. No. So Queen of Wands. I have people who are very good at this, energy work. And so that's what's happening. Clarity for the week ahead. Okay, what else do I need to know? Me and my divine collective. What do we need to know? Elemental of air. Okay, so this is people are just some people are just very disturbed, and they're like pyromaniacs when it comes to not really the evolution of a fire and its purpose, but just more so the volatility of it. Okay. And that's where they're at. And so this crisis management protection program kind of thing going on here. Is like not adding fuel nor like further air to that fire. So that's what's happening. All right. Clarity. And that's also like one's own breath work before it can, taper out to the rest of the inner circle. This is like, how much am I going to invest in this? Like, there's like a time limit, and how, like, am I gonna get this, like, am I gonna let it get me riled up? It's that energy. So it's good practice for the week ahead. I mean, all right, 2 of Cups in reversal. Yeah, it's just doing away with, like, this is something that's just matter of fact in everyone's lives. You have to just do away with the people that energetically crumple you up, and they're ready to be tossed away at any given moment. Like, who needs to live their life like that? I don't know, I don't. So it's a matter of fact, just, it's not like crumple you before you crumple me. It's just looking at things as they are. I'm not going to tolerate this. Goodbye. Anything more on that? Yep, I see everything. Like, the sun is lit. Okay. This is a generic version of happiness. Like, it's unbiased to any walk of life. The sun is shining down. It is seen just as it is, just as you are. I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day over here, and I'm gonna pivot elsewhere. That's what's happening. Okay. I like it so far. It is for real, for real. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to channel something from Pharrell. Pharrell. Okay. Look how you got it. All right. So it was like this. Yeah. Okay. I just noticed that I had my tea here. I couldn't drink all of it because it was piping hot last night. Yeah, it's still there. Do you see this? Do you see it? Betsa. Okay. So, let's get at this. Surprise. Ah, pshaw. What is it? Oh, I got. It's I look. It's not saying that these energies are replaceable, but we have better fit. No, yeah, we have better fits for it. Oh, look, 10 of, way better. 10 of Pentacles, extroverted. Holy smokes. Like, life tests us in this, like, what you doing now, universe? It's totally like that, because, like, what seems to be, like, an everyday occurrence of, like, a slight disrespect, an underhanded comment, blah, blah, blah. Just people try to test what they can get away with because they're disturbed on the internal plane. So it's like, let's see how much of a ruckus I can cause, how much I can get away with. This is just all a distraction. So anyway, you do away with that. Like, like, easy peasy, like, it's cool, it's fine, whatever. Like, I'm not going to let it upset me. You don't know how much, like, gratitude the universe has for this, because we let so many things slide. So it's like you could do so much better, and it's not being a snob about things. It's just like, I guess you reach a certain point in your life, and maybe it comes sooner than other people, but for me, I realize I had enough of that. And so I just started making those moves. And it can be scary at first, until it's absolutely not, and you're just firm about it. So I like this part of my life. I'm not accepting any jobs or assignments, partnerships or even associations that are trying to negotiate otherwise for me. Um, yeah, that's just how it is. And I don't think that the consequences living alone and in poverty, um, I think it's just kind of like a rarity to find and secure the good stuff, um, as things are right now. But um, that's in the recent past. I think things are turning up quickly. Like obviously, this is fantastic news. This is not just like a great turnaround, um, because in prior years, I would like we could call that like, oh, it's a rebound. This is definitely not. You can. This is the grass was definitely greener on the other side. It had a garden paired up with it, and like I don't know, it's just like it's a shiz ton better. A shiz ton better. So clarity for the week ahead. Don't be afraid of having to um admit that there's a quirk around here and addressing it, um and not negotiating otherwise. Because it's like you're reading something and you're like, oh, that's incorrect, and you don't say something about it up front. Um, it's it's like, why are you gonna do yourself like that? You're not gonna hire somebody to overlook something, when it's that important. So um yeah, you don't ignore the issues is what I gotta say, because I was doing some legal stuff earlier on. Like, it was actually late last year that it started, and it's still going on. Like, it's crazy, it's still going on. But I read the contracts after they were drafted, and I was like, wait, why is it worded this way on his when it should, and it's worded differently on mine, and it's not giving me the advantage. um like, why it should be mirrored, if anything. um and so I don't know how this is like, how this is happening with somebody that is supposed to be unbiased. um and it's gone off the deep end since then, with extra BS. And so I'm not going to tolerate that. And I would hope that if this has to enter into court, that the superiors will see where I'm coming from on this. I believe I have enough records to indicate that this has not just gone sour, but there was an absolute bias to um, the assistance provided, the service provided. Um, so I believe things are going in my favor as it stands right now, and I'm not going to jeopardize that by compromising it. Um, like I said, if the superior of the courts does not chooses to look the other way, I believe that there are greater powers that are going to rectify things even before that attempt can happen, before things steer to that measure, or absolutely correct things in the end. You don't know. You don't know. We'll see. So, what do my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight want to say? What's the clarity provided on that? We're going to go with as below. 9 of Pentacles in reversal on the recipient side. Okay. There are dependencies here. So if this, then that kind of energy. on each party's side. That's what's happening. So it's not just like a one-dimensional projectile. Okay, that's what they're saying there. Okay, so clarify. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, but I speak of the trutheth. And then it cut to the magician card. Yeah, they're just saying abracadabra. Like your words carry a lot of weight, Tina. Or my words carry a lot of weight. It was just right at like the tip right there. Just right at the bookmarker. Oh, wait. It was like that. Yeah, kind of like the bookmarker to that. Yeah. So, just proceed along, tend to your own garden, work on amplifying one's own dependencies. Yeah, that's for the week ahead. Like, yeah, there are some things that are weighing, but don't give them too much volume. Don't amp it up. Okay, so this is faded, of course. We talked about this. Anything else? Dark Night of the Soul, exit. There's an exit plan in play. Okay. Four of Cups, multiple choice. But it's like, along with the earlier read is also understanding the variety of choices and not getting knocked out by having to sample every single one. That's already transpired. So this is retracting from further indulging in that BS, because that's in the arena. That there's something better, and so I'm waiting for like, oh, looking for spirit stuff. This came along with it. Ten of Cups in reversal. Yeah, it's supposed to be Ten of Cups in reversal. Okay. So this energy is right at a well. There are lifelines to pull. Okay, so this is -10 +4, that's a -6. That's Six of Cups in reversal. It is in the well. There is a lifeline, Tina. Do not worry about it. And if we want to round up the without the negatives involved, this is 14 cups. This is temperance. Things are truly in balance in alchemy. I know this as the magician, the master alchemist. All right. It's good. It's good. All right. It's almost like 25 minutes. So, this is not an open like Q&A session. I will have that in my description, if not title it. But that's not what we're doing today. Okay. And besides, I only do paid readings from here on out. Things have got to balance out, universes. It's non-negotiable. My time, my energy is non-negotiable. All right. All right, some clarity for the week ahead. Focus points. I'll do that. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. On the recipient side, transformation, or the chariot card. It's giddy up. Hold on to your hats. This is the Ace of Swords card in reversal. It's pinning down some things here. I didn't really have any dreams on this one. I mean, I didn't really have anything that I remember anyway from last night. But I feel like I had ample sleep. All right, so Chariot card, moving forward, progressing. Okay. This is also with angelic crowd control. This is wonderful on the recipient end. Okay, so I think the iteration of the previous header card or energy cards, that admin, the bibbity bobbity booer, is from the angelic realm. Make way. Excuse me. Or maybe it's like a tag team effort. No, it's angelic. Okay. All right. On the doing side, pinning stuff down. Let me see here. The tower moment. Yeah, there's a degree of certainty in pinning things down. Okay. Making choices on like, okay, what do I want to do? This is a live, was it like RPG pinning, this like Pinterest thing. Okay. Yeah, like a co-op with Pinterest. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And just start knocking them down. Oh, this is, instead of like flipping a switch on things that have fallen before, this is the this is making the decision and then the doing part. So this is like oppa, that kind of energy. Yeah. Okay. Anything more? No, as it now for so protecting one's peace is actually can be progressive, is what they're saying. So this is like, if you're going to remain idle, if we're going to remain idle, let it be intentional. Let it be to the point where nothing can dissuade you or frig you up. Yeah, it's like a power nap of a vacation that you owe it to yourself. But if you're in movement, definitely do this. Oh look, it's happening. What we just talked about earlier in the previous read, top of the deck, no secrets in my saucy 7 of swords in reverse. Not dealing with any BS, nor scripts, nor anything that has been. I'm not doing the what is it? The filing. No, this is more of like out of office on the field, type of work. Okay. Bottom energy here is intentions, new moon energy. Top of the deck, 3 of swords in reverse. Again, no harm, no foul. This is good. All right. This is like the you do you, as above version. Okay. So now we're doing the takeaways. 2 for my my super dupers, which are the ones on the higher end of the spectrum, like in further alignment. That is what I'm gonna be a little biased here, and I'm going to because there's a greater relatability to where I'm at, and it's a different version of protecting my peace and budgeting my energy. Yeah, so 2 takeaways for you. Okay, like, you've earned it. We've earned it. First takeaway is destiny, the wheel. All right. Okay. This is everything's in place. This is everything's feeling right. Standing on business in several arenas. Like, you've regained control. You're steering the ship. Okay. All right. So this is not just saying like that you're on track, but like you're on course. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. It's elevated. Okay. Clarified by Three of Cups. Yep. It's time for celebration. Celebration is in order. All right, your second takeaway is justice in reverse. Okay. It looks like there's some leftover pieces, of course. Okay. So the show's not over on that arena, but clarified by I feel that there are some very unhappy people watching this. Maybe not live, but I feel like, you know, the jowl energy, like it's that. I could feel it like heavily weighing on me. So much that it's like bruised over here. I haven't talked about it before. When I felt bruising around here too, like there's like people that are actively projecting. There's bruising over here. So maybe somebody did some work on their face, you know, surgery, plastic surgery, I mean. All right, so this is actually the page of Wands in reverse. People like shit starters. That's what it is. Picking fights. That's what's holding up justice here. There's something about it like there's yeah, these you know, like it's not like I am a fire starter, I am a shit starter. That's what that is. So you know, that's on the doing side. So I'm clarified by how we're gonna like subject this energy to discipline. This is the Emperor card in reversal. The big boss has associates in the underworld that will automatically take this shiz out because these energies, like, they bite off more than they can chew. So they summon, they act like rookies, and they in what is it? They act like top dogs in rookie suits. Do you see what I mean? Like, but they cannot fit the part. So they try to summon demons. They try to summon do certain spell works, and they have no business in doing. And so they're gonna come after these energies. You know what I mean? Like these energies. Like, why did you summon me? Like, what for this? For this? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna eat your soul up. Like. Yeah, like a cobbler. But that's what's happening there. Like, whatever. Let me just check here. Anything more on that? Yes. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold up. Okay. Is this correct? Yes, and it's subtlety. Things haven't been pushed like that far just yet, but that is the energetic patterning. And if that were so, there's a lot more to it than just that. That's true. All right. Okay, let's subdue this energy for a second. I'm not trying to summon that, so or like jump the gun, basically. Extroverted, 10 of Swords, leaving the frig out of there for sure. That's I'm on a highway to hell. This is like get your motor running, head out on the highway. This is like out of there. Full blast. Um this is, are you new here? Because I these are probably not for you, so pay no mind to it, okay? If you don't understand it, it's not for you on this portion. On these takeaways, it's definitely not for you if you don't understand it. All right. So and I don't mean that as a slight. I mean that as fact. In a way of also protecting my energy. I'm not going to no. Okay. Okay, so 2 takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet. Yes, okay. So starting here. Okay. First one. 2 of Wands and reversal. There's more to come. Okay. I feel on the verge of sneezing. Clarified by Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's more to come. Oh my gosh. This is kind of like a jackpot energy. This is a harvesting arena. This is geez. So there's more to come for sure. Like a lot more to come. All right. So let's say you're on like the sadder part of your journey. this sad part of it. And this would be very, like, for a very small percentage. You've just overcome something that was very life-threatening, a vice that just really freaked you up, and you've just succeeded that. There is a lot more in store for you. That's actually prospectively wonderful. But that doesn't, it's not like for, yeah. It's just not for the dominant energy. These are wonderful things to come to fruition. All right. But wait, there's more. There's a lot more. Surprises in store for you. All right, with your name on it. Okay, your second takeaway. The Emperor card in reversal. Okay. Internal. External. All right, so there has been there has been a gate crashing in my partners in peace and quiet. There are some that don't belong in this arena. There are there's major bullshitters. Like they are, like there's big, like they don't belong. Okay, it's like Trojan horse type of energy. This energy does not belong. There needs to be a reassessment on like clarity like clarity for the week ahead. There needs to be some serious assessment on who's on this, like who's on this inner circle energy. Like something went wrong here. This energy does not belong here. Like this is red alert. Okay. Yeah, there's there's been a breach. All right. Clarified by this is kind of like a hacker where like the longer that they stay in this circle, the more like things are this like they're going to mess with systems, they're going to access information, etc. There's more harm that can be done. So now that I've called it out, everybody knows what to do, right? Eight of Swords. I can stay put. Something about like maybe some of the agenda is to have me, this protected asset, like thrown into a frenzy about this. But I have first responders, I have all kinds of protection that can like that are not just allocated to some protect me, but also some to be delegated to execute this energy. And when I mean execute, I mean execute. Like that's no. All right. So okay, overlays. Let me see here. This emperor thought they were going to get away with things. This is the 9 or 8 of Swords again. I stay put. I stay put. It was on my look. I stay put. This is 8 of Wands here. I think, or no, what is it? 8 of Swords here. Yeah. So I stay put. That is absolutely correct. Okay, so that was, I think, their main initiative in shaking things up, causing a stir. So the Emperor in reversal overlay. Is this card? It is the the Fool card. Okay, it is the Fool card. It is the butterfly energy. So this one, it was a Trojan horse energy because they recently transitioned over. They recently switched sides. They like made amends. Like I can do this. I promise to. It's basically, I'm hearing politician energy, but this is. Yeah, this is this is the Fool card. Yeah, they went through the changes, so that's why it was Trojan horse energy. This needs to be handled. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get a overlay for the 8 of Swords or 8 of Air. Oh, I got 2? Okay. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit card in reverse. Okay, so this energy is showing me like stay put. Stay put. Stay like stand, you see, because it's like stay like down, like lay low basically. Stay secured. It's at the base right there. Like stay grounded, secured, etc. Okay, that's so strange. Holy smokes, could you be not any more obvious? I'm gonna pull one from the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, just for the sake of it. All right, Strength card. Yep, very much secured. Like all is well still. Okay, bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups. Top of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. Like, yeah, This is like I am on the verge of something absolute. In and it's already there, you know. There's just these other energies. All right, so time for my 3 takeaways. Yeah. So you're new. Hopefully you don't take offense to whatever it is I'm reading right now. This is like, okay, if you are if likely then you are a cross watcher, or no, you just need an intro, okay? Well, you're here for a specific reason. You don't just stumble upon me and then it doesn't make any sense and you just often like my readings are programmed to make sense, whether you're here in the sitting or like later on. But all right, so we're in 45 minutes. Okay, so 3 takeaways for me. First one, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is harvesting. Okay, I am in the mode to harvest. I'm in the fields to harvest. Clarified, guys. So this is reaping rewards. Omens. Yeah, I am due to receive my rewards. It is, matter of fact, it is striking the tree of life. It is factual. It is fact. And if it has to like do away with a certain lower hanging part of the tree of life, then so be it. They're out. That kind of energy. That's crazy. All right. That's my first takeaway. My second takeaway is, so it's like doing away with the lower hanging fruit of the Hierophant energy. That's what they're having me read between the lines on. That's why it feels like so very like heavy weighted here. So my second takeaway is the Hierophant. Oh my God, the Hierophant energy extroverted. Yeah, if an old Hierophant needs to exit for me to like get mine, then so be it. Definitely, that is insane. Clarified by. Six of Wands. Yeah, I will get it. 6 of Wands. This is victory. Like, if death has to strike that energy, it is matter of fact. It shall happen. It is written. It is it's omen energy. Okay. That's that. Okay. Like, I don't expect newbies to understand, like, this may be very heavy weighted, but if you understood how who said that song? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrows. Anyway, that's a more like jovial version of it, lighthearted, but for real, this is overdue. And it shall not proceed with further delay or any other mishap or BS. All right, so my third takeaway. Queen of Pentacles, definitely cashing in on that. But this is industrious. These are great partnerships. This is a mother that still can carry on with her life and having other partnerships, and this is being abundant in the the garden of life. Yeah, so there's a tree of life, and then garden of life, and that. That's kind of like the partnership of even like bodyguard energy. Judgment, initiation, and reversal extroverted. So that's what's ahead for me. Somebody doesn't want me to say something about it. Some people have like frowns and like are unhappy with their aging process. I can feel it. I can feel that energy, but it's not mine. bottom line, it's not mine. So it reverts back to them. And I am virtually and energetically unscathed. Okay. Let me get one more thing to overlay on the initiation card. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. This is kind of like a bad apple type of energy. Like there's energies that need to sit it out. Like they're not in the picture anymore. So all that's good is maybe like one apple, like in this arena. Yeah. They're out of the picture. Like only just a slight memory of them, you see? Slightly in the picture. That is interesting. Okay. And then one for the Omen card. All right, let me just... That is correct, okay. Okay, inverted. It is the world card inverted. Yeah, it's putting an end to that energy. It's putting an end to that energy. Okay, so I have it centered here. Finally. And it's in the end, it's like the dominant part is saved. So there's a fraction that can be sacrificed, basically. Interesting. Okay. How crazy is that? That's so heavy weighted. I was shocked to see that Emperor in reversal right there. Yeah, I was shocked. I'm gonna get one for the Queen of Pentacles here. It is the Six of Cups in reversal. Okay. So, it's the Six of Cups in reversal. This is definitely like background energy, like underground type of energy, with the roots at his feet right there. I asked if it was several times if it was ill-intended or well-intended. It was emphasizing well-intended, so that's the energy there. All right. I feel like that's okay, but I feel like there's something that's still not... I feel something. I don't know what it is. This one's just for me. Ten of Pentacles in reversal. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in reversal. Yeah, there's this energetic like holding pattern of this is external and it's ill-intended. Someone like a water sign, I feel like, or high water placements, orchestrating something in the background that is trying to emphasize a holding pattern here in doing with the bare minimum, but seeing that there's like a waterfall, an abundance of energy here for me, like a lot of pentacle energy, but you just kind of have to do without, and you're just sitting back on the sideline just watching. That's what they want from me. When there's also like 10 of Pentacles, this is an inheritance card. This is a huge amount of abundance that's due for me, but not yet making its way. Like, that's what that energetic impression is. I'm going to cut the decks to kind of correct the energy. I am going to receive this. Clarified by deaded the situation. Yeah, see, this is a destiny swapping energy. It belongs to them. That kind of poverty, that kind of having to do without belongs to them. So that's what we're, emphasizing here. What belongs to who? 5 of Pentacles in reversal and no longer lack mindsets. Put it in there. Wheel of Fortune in reversal. So this is putting throwing a wrench in the gears. Okay, there's like a plan A, plan B on this energetic, so I can move this now. Okay, put it upright. I'm going to regain control. Here. Okay. Back on the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, putting that behind me. Whoa, that's so weird. What the heck? I thought I cut the deck. Yep. Well, that's what it is. Getting ahead of it. Okay. This I'm going to put in upright. And I'm going to say, I'm filling back my own cup. Cut to this, which is 4 of Swords in reverse. Recouping. I recouped the imposed losses, the projected losses. So I'm good. All is well. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, where their appropriate karma is due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.